This was mine. Now it's yours. Stand straight, Paul. Your father is a cripple. He took your grandmother's life when he was born. And now he is a cripple still because he doesn't stand straight and tall. The boy can't even ride a horse. Your brother is not of sound mind. He has your wretched mother's blood. My legacy lies in your hands now. You hear me? The Cadet Academy will make an upright man of you. In spite of your parents, their never-ending suffering, their pain, their cowardice is in your blood. You must purge it. You are the only one worthy of the name von Schmidt and of my dagger. It's your duty. Do you hear?
Dear Paul, I hear you're now in the Cadet Academy around the corner. How is life there? Are they teaching you to stand proud and tall? Soon you'll be able to look down on everyone else, just like our dear father. But there are things he couldn't see from way up there. Words cannot describe the horrors we see here every day. Please write. Your brother.
I'm going to get you! No, you're not.
No! No, please! Ah! No, no, no. You never did earn it, son. I, the great general of the German forces, hereby address this message to the Herero people. The Hereros are henceforth no longer German subjects. Any Herero found within the German border, armed or unarmed, with or without livestock, shall henceforth be shot. I shall no longer take in any women or children. Instead, they shall be driven back to their people, or likewise fired upon. These are my words to the Herero people. Lothar von Schmidt, Great General of the mighty German Kaiser. Windhoek, October 1st, 1904. You should have seen us. We were one with our horses. A force to be reckoned with. We stood at the gates of Paris. The gates of Paris. We could have had it all. Everything.
For too long I have allowed my cowardice to paralyze me, but I know now what I must do. I must keep a steady hand, remain focused on my target, just as I did when I...
We are gods. But the fire. The fire. Weltenbrand. The death of the gods. Our death.
December 28th, 1916. Magdalena and I hardly exchange a word. Is it the quicksilver? No. The whole of Berlin has gone quiet. Everyone is suffering from the hunger. But at least it affords me the peace to continue my work on the test animals. I want to play my part in the victory, to devise an agent that can penetrate the filters in our enemies' masks. July 15th, 1917. My son has been promoted, made an officer. My father would be proud of him, but am I? Since Magdalena begged me, I used my connections at Supreme Army Command to ensure that Johannes can look after him. Such nonsense. The coward of the family of all people. Have I become infected by her female hysteria? Regardless, We shall all be better off once victory is ours. And I shall do my part. August 10th, 1917. I have it. The formula that will help us to victory. An acid that can dissolve the enemy's tank weapons. I call it the Tank Eater. Iron and steel are no match for my acid. It is a weapon even more potent than our new mask breaker agent. The formula is locked in the safe, preserved from prying eyes by the memory of my father. August 26th, 1916. I had a peculiar dream. It was my 32nd birthday again, and I was visiting father in Africa. Just as I did back then, I shot the gazelle. I remember the approval in father's gaze, the nod of recognition. It was my first and only journey of such distance. In my dream, however, I was suddenly a child again. My leg no longer stiff and sickly. In this vision, I was finally able to ride with father. We rode all over the world, from Africa to China and on to America. He was proud of me. Over and over he spoke to me of how man and horse must merge into one when they ride into battle. Yet in reality, I never rode with father. I was never able to learn. I know how much of a disappointment I was to him, ever since the day I was born. If only I could have gone to the front myself, but this cursed leg won't allow it. It never would. To produce the iron-dissolving Tank Eater, combine 3 parts of the enclosed chemical compound, which I have named Wilhelmswasser, with 1 part hydrochloric acid. A 3-to-1 ratio is essential. The combination will only produce Tank Eater acid if the proportions are exactly correct and the hydrochloric acid used is pure. This will change everything. October 13th, 1917. I have ordered our factories to cease the production of ordnance and arms with immediate effect. Grobert refuses to comply. He says that to do so would be treason. October 10th, 1917. It's all over. Everything.
Carl says the answers I seek are in the basement. But he won't let me down there. He wants to kill us. I know it.
Hold redemption in your hands. The key to everything. Omega. Between red and blue. Gas fogs my mind. One of the windows was open and I thought I saw someone. A can no longer afford to be distracted by figments of my imagination. It is almost done. Death is not the end, it is a gateway, a way out. The first of the pigeons have already passed through.
So the identity of our new company Führer was no coincidence. Him, of all people, our newly minted lieutenant. Father confessed as much when I was back in Berlin. He pulled some strings with Supreme Army Command. I tried to tell him that Mother was worried about him. That he's only here because of Father. But he didn't want to hear it. He thinks he has earned the right to fight in the war. That he made it to the front lines all by himself. He doesn't even know what war is. Even now, here in the trenches, he refuses to see the truth as it stares him in the face. Desecrated and decaying. Burned out and begging wordlessly for mercy.
Is that you, soldier? Where the devil have you been? Well, cat got your tongue? Stay where you are, you damned traitor! Ah, treacherous bastard. I should have known I couldn't trust you. What's wrong? Was that not what you wanted to hear? I wish I could trust you. Truly I do. But my mission comes first. I can't risk it for anything. Secure the explosives depot. And then, bring me proof I can trust you. Proof that you're not in league with the enemy. That I don't have to fight this accursed battle alone. Now go!
As ordered, the great lieutenant of the mighty German Kaiser has started using the new poison gas compounds against the French. He truly believes that killing off some of the poor bastards in their own trenches will help us win the war. He was so pleased with himself. How can he not see that the whole world is against us? Would he rather wipe them all out than admit defeat?
Shut off the gas lines and try to lure the creature into the ammunition depot. Stop where you are! I felt the shockwaves all the way back here. What happened? Did you clear the gun positions? Prove it to me!
My God.
To be sure. I hope you can understand that. Not a bad shot for a blind man, eh? Ah, my eyes. They still hurt. But I can see much clearer now. Much clearer. I know you killed the abomination that did this to me too. I should never have doubted you, soldier. Even though you never brought me my medicine. But I can take care of myself. The enemy is spreading through the country like a plague. They have penetrated our ranks and even the fatherland itself. I need to hold our position here. The rest is up to you now. Follow the railway tunnel in the east. It will take you to a munitions factory. They've cut off the supply lines for our war materials. Something is interfering with production. There are rumors of a saboteur. An enemy in our own ranks. Take this. It will be dark soon. If you can get the machines up and running again, we'll have all the explosives we need to win the war. Just like you did before. I'm counting on you. You are our only hope of getting out of here alive. We've already been pinned down here for too long. What are you waiting for? Follow the tracks east to the ammo factory. And get it up and running again. Go!
It was Father who got him posted out here. But I barely recognize this lieutenant of ours. It has been years since he last spoke to me. And that includes the several weeks since his arrival here. First I was shunned for being the black sheep of the family. Then for having the nerve to go off to war before he could. And now he looks down on me. Me and everyone else.
Victory shall be mine. Let go to the worst. Victory shall be mine. Yet victory shall be mine.
Autumn is upon us again. 3 years this war has been raging on. I paid a visit to the attic while I was back home on leave. But the memories of Christian were too painful. Even my pigeons were gone. Mother said they flew off, but I think she was lying. Perhaps because Father was with us. He probably let them starve to death in their cages. He has set up a laboratory in the basement. Mother does not seem to know what he gets up to down there. They hardly say a word to each other anymore.
soldier. Good. You've almost done it. Need to get the power back on. And you can get the factory up and running again. Be careful. Saboteur. It's one of our own. It's one of our own, you hear me?
October 13th, 1917. I have ordered our factories to cease the production of ordnance and arms with immediate effect. Robert refuses to comply. He says that to do so would be treason.
You descend like an easterly wind, a promise of home and hero's death. But then you feast, and all life ends.